Hello, welcome back to another Frank Walter tutorial. Tonight we're going to add on the double exposure effect that I did yesterday. And I thought, is there a faster way to do this tutorial? Because the one I did last night took 26 minutes and it took forever. So what I did last night, after I did the video, I was playing around with Pixelmator Pro. And I got this tutorial down really fast. It's not going to look exactly the same as the one with the man and the mountain, but it's going to look different. It is a double exposure effect. It looks different, and I showed it to my family, and my family liked this look better than the man with the mountain. Well, they like the man with the mountain, but this one speaks to them more, because it's with a wolf, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing we want to do is cut out the wolf from the background. So come over here to the quick selection tool. Click on that. Click on select subject. Then do select the mask, just like we did in the previous one. Overlay on black and output new layer with mask. Let's do smart refine as well. Click on that. Good, so all those settings are the same. Press apply. So now our background has been removed. Come over here to the layer sidebar, click on the bottom layer. We no longer need this, so just click on it and right click or control click and press delete. Great. Now we're going to come up here to where it says format and image, and we're going to decontaminate the colors. So that makes the selection even more perfect. So now we have one layer in our layers sidebar. This is exactly what we want. Now we're going to crop the image so that it's tighter on the wolf. So press the C key, move in the crop. It's about there. Come down here and press apply. Okay, good. Now this is the image this is the other image we'll be using. It's this mountain with the forest. The original image has it going the other direction. So all we did was come up here to image, rotate, flip horizontal. So this is the image that we took off the internet, but we want it going the other direction. So again, come to the menu bar and do rotate image, flip horizontal. All right, good. Now we're just going to copy this. So press Command C. Come over to the wolf, and then you're going to press Command J 2 times. I'm sorry. You're going to press Command V to paste it 2 times because we want 2 of its layers. So do that now. Click, click. Let's look in the layer sidebar. So now we have the wolf here in the bottom. We have this, we'll just call it forest. This forest image here and this forest image at the top. What we want to do is that we want to move this middle forest image to the bottom and leave the one at the top. And we're going to rename these. So the one on the bottom, we'll call it forest bottom. The wolf, we'll just rename it wolf. And then at the top one will be forest top. Very good. Now we're going to change the opacity for the top one to 50%. So click on the value box right there and type 50 and press return. And already you can see our image is looking really good. Okay. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to click on the wolf layer here so it's active, and we're going to add a white layer mask to it. Then we're going to paint in black on the white layer mask so that the bottom bottom forest image will come through our wolf. You'll understand in just a moment. So on the wolf layer, right click on it or control click, come down here where it says add mask, and you'll see that we have a white layer mask and it's currently active. So now we want to activate our brush tool. So press the B button, come over here to the tool options. We want the color to be black, so click on this, or actually you can just use the shortcut of the letter D and then use X to alternate it. We want black, so make sure it's black. The brush size, that's okay. 250 is okay. You can always alternate the brush size. Excuse me. Softness 100%. The opacity you want 1%, just 1. Come down here to the advanced settings and make sure that the brush setting spacing is at 0%. And that's it. So I'm going to zoom into my image with my 2 fingers, pull them outwards. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to paint away the top of the horse's head. So just click and drag and paint. You see how the horse's hair disappears? Same thing on the bottom here. We're going to get rid of this hair as well. So click and drag. Okay. Now, what you do now is completely up to you. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to bring back some of these trees in the middle of the wolf and click, 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 constantly click and drag so that my brush strokes are short. Zoom into the eyes. So just like the double exposure with the man, we want to keep the eyes and the nose and the mouth pretty clear, and also the ears. We want to keep them pretty clear. So you just want to click, click, click. So what I'm doing is that I'm clicking and dragging in really short strokes. Okay, and I'm getting rid of the hair there. And then we have the wolf here. Okay, so that might be a little bit, I think it looks fantastic, but let's get rid of some more of the hair over there. So that looks really good. So if you want to bring back some of the hair of the wolf, you can press the X key on your keyboard, and that changes the color to white. And then you can bring back, click and drag, bring back some of the wolf back. I like it so that's a little bit more faded. So I'm going to press the X key, change the color back to black, and I'm going to fade that some more. And bring it back a little bit, fade it some more. Okay, I think it looks really good. So this is our effect right here. This is the double exposure effect. Now, one thing we can do that's creative that I did tonight before I'd made this video, I thought that maybe you would like to do this as well. We can change the color of the of the forest to like a blue, like a different color. The way that we do that, come over here to the layer sidebar and click on the top layer, the forest top layer. And then I want you to hold down the command key and click on the bottom forest bottom layer. So what that does, the command key, when you click on these different layers, it selects and activates the top layer and the bottom layer at the same time. So what that means is now when we do an adjustment to these 2 layers, both layers will be affected. Both of these layers are the image of the forest and the mountain behind the wolf, okay? Well, on top of and behind the wolf. So let's come over here to the tools and click on the color adjustments icon right here. And we want hue and saturation. So yours may be closed. So click on the find hue and saturation and click on the button here. And then we want to move the hue over to the right. And watch what happens to the color, mostly here with these darker trees. See that, how it changes color? That's really neat. I kind of like the pink, the kind of the magenta here. And then we're going to increase the saturation. The saturation is how dense or vibrant our colors are going to be. So this is the hue, this is the color, and then now we're going to increase the saturation. You see that? So I mean, 100%, that's a little bit too cheesy. Let's do 70%. And the hue, let's do 55%. So I think that looks fantastic. So it's kind of like a pinkish color to it. If you want to see what it's like without this hue, click on this button here. And it goes back to the green. The green looks really nice, but I also like the pink. Okay, so that's it. That's the tutorial. That's how fast it is. If you have any questions or you'd like to do another tutorial, maybe you have a picture of your cat or of your dog and you would like to email it to me, and we could do a double exposure of your cat or your dog. I think that'd be really fun. Okay, so this is Frank Walters signing off. I just wanted to show you another way of doing a double exposure effect that's not as complicated as the other one. So have a good night. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.